most famous physical therapist on the internet.
I am pumped. Hi, folks. I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Together, we're the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course,
You
Bob.
got the title right, Brad. Today, we're talking about best video ever made on how to get to sleep fast. Plus, we're doing a giveaway.
Okay.
So the giveaway actually fits along with the subject matter.
They're related.
Yeah. By the way, how can we say that it's the best video ever made?
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
Because we are going to ask all of you, our viewers, to give their ideas on their best tips on how they get to sleep fast.
Right. So we get a lot of input here.
So that it's a collective view, a collective viewpoint as opposed to just our viewpoint.
Right.
And so we learn from each other and we grow stronger. By the way, if you're new to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos how to stay healthy, fit, pain-free, and we upload every day. And yes, we are always giving something away. Go to bobandbrad.com, go to the giveaway section, and you'll see we're giving away the RENPHO white noise sound machine. So this fits right in what we're trying to do. It's going to help you get to sleep because you're going to have the white noise and all sorts of other noises.
That's right.
You can also go to Facebook, Bob and Brad. It's always pinned to the top of the page. You want a short version of us, go to Twitter or Instagram, and we got 60-second versions of our videos on there.
Yeah, I could use that sometimes.
Yeah, a lot of people could. So this white noise machine, this is the #1 tip, by the way, is to actually, you don't have to worry about an app on your phone. You don't have to use a fan. I'm going to a hotel this weekend.
Yeah.
I'm going to be using this baby.
Okay.
So this one's, what's nice about it, Brad, is that it actually, of course, it has all the sounds.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of them.
We can't even count them.
But it's got a really good speaker. I mean, the speaker is awesome. So, I mean, you could turn it down, of course, but I have it fairly loud right now.
Right. You hear that?
You want to say, Brad?
Yeah, it makes me
want to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, so I don't know if that helped me fall asleep.
Oh my God, that's crickets, I suppose, huh?
Yeah, I could put that in the background. That would work for me.
I'd be worried the house is on fire here.
Yeah, that one sounds like a fire, yeah. That makes me nervous.
There's the train. I hear the train a-coming.
Oh, sure,
It's rolling on.
Actually, if you maybe grew up near a train or railroad tracks.
I did.
You did?
Well, I could hear it in the distance.
Oh.
So that's a little too loud for me. So.
Yeah.
All right, that's tip #1. Tip #2, I think a lot of people know this one, Brad.
Right.
You got to keep the room cool. And I've seen this very often where, like, I have trouble sleeping. I was like, oh, it's a hot night. You didn't turn the AC on, or you don't have the fan on, or you go to a hotel room and you don't turn the temperature down.
Yeah, and then it takes time for it to catch up. And,
right. #3, now this seems very obvious, but it wasn't obvious to me initially, is you got to limit your caffeine at least probably 4 to 6 hours prior to bedtime. So that means a lot of times even you have to worry about what you have for lunch sometimes if you go to bed early.
If you go to bed at like 5 o'clock.
Well, I for me, I found out that it would bother me even when I had it like
really
that long ago. So
it must be a personal thing. My mom can drink it right for supper. After supper she'll have coffee, then she goes to bed.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
But she's been drinking coffee, 70 years.
Yeah, when I discovered it, I'd go home and I'd get together with my friends. We'd play cards.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to drink all night, so I'd drink some caffeine, some pop, and I was like, why do I always have trouble sleeping at my parents' house? And, finally, I figured it out. I stopped drinking caffeine and I go right to sleep. So you got to really watch that caffeine. It sneaks up on you. So #4, you got to keep fairly regular hours, even on the weekends. And this is hard because, this is where I used to really get off base when I was going to college. So like during the week, I try to get up early. In college, up early means like at 8 o'clock. And, then on the weekends, I would stay up till 2. And then, the next week when I would try to get up at 8, I'd be like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
So, the closer you can stay to keeping regular hours, the better you are going to be. It just, you set those circadian rhythms and everything.
But at that age, it really doesn't matter. You're just having
at that age,
just having fun and trying to figure out how.
At our age, it's a big deal.
Yeah, it gets more important as you get gray hair.
#5, it really does help. And I saw the studies on this. A sleep mask or earplugs,
Oh,
they can really make a difference. I use a lot of times. I will use this, but I will probably use earplugs at the hotel because you never know what you're going to have for a neighbor. I
yeah,
mean, little kids bouncing on the walls. I mean, and once I wake up, I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna have trouble getting back
yeah.
to sleep.
We were at a
So
hotel just couple months ago, and we were getting up at 3 o'clock to go fishing. A little unusual, but 3 o'clock we get up, and this whole wedding bus comes in. They're just getting back from the wedding, and they're
wow.
outside right below our window, babbling away, drinking beer, and it's like, luckily we were getting up anyways. But if we weren't, we, I wouldn't have gotten any sleep from 3 o'clock
I wonder
on.
if this was in Wisconsin.
Well, as a matter of fact, it was. It was even pretty close to Green
Hard to
Bay.
believe it was in Wisconsin that would happen. Wow. All right. Number 6. If you're having a problem that you're worried about,
Oh yeah.
and you're gonna ruminate over it, it
Mm,
really does help to journal about it. Basically, write it down
sure.
before you go to bed.
Yeah.
Basically the idea is you're taking it out of your head and you're putting it on the paper.
Sure.
And plus, to me, then I'll come to what I believe is a solution right there. This is the best I can do right now.
Yep.
I know I don't need to think about it anymore.
Yep.
It's done.
Put it
So
off on the table, go back to bed, and let it
yeah.
take care of itself.
So the last one, number 7.
Wait, what about mine?
Oh, you have one?
Yeah, we didn't get do it.
What is it?
Read a book.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Read a book, especially kind of a boring book would help.
Yeah, not a thriller, but
Yeah.
yeah,
So
something that's mellow and gets you thinking about.
right.
And if you're lamenting or thinking about something else, that might
It'll
get your
take your
mind.
mind off of
Mhm,
it too.
sure.
So number 7, this one works for some people to actually take a cold shower or to take an ice bath, believe it or not, through a couple. This is what Tim Ferriss does.
Yeah.
And it just messes with your body temperature. And then when you go to bed, it knocks you out. So
I've never tried it, but I don't think I'm
you
going
don't
to.
think it'll work
Well, I think it's
for
going to
you.
wake me up. I don't doubt that maybe after that initial
Right.
that does get you to sleep, but I don't know if I want to go through that.
Sure. Yeah. Be
I'll
a
get
good
a
one
book.
good one for waking you up in the mornings. That's for sure. But
Sure, but no, it's worth trying. Some people, may
yeah.
respond well.
Make sure again that you put your tip below because this is how we learn.
Right.
We're gonna hopefully find out some things that we'd never have thought of, and
Exactly.
again, this is how we advance knowledge in our society.
Right.
So, and we can be part of it. So,
Wow, you got this thought out,
yeah,
Bob.
I
This
do.
whole thing.
All right.
Did you know? Did you hear that comment? This is
Well,
just on a sidebar,
sure.
but my wife saw a couple of our videos lately, and she says we're supposed to smile more,
Okay. Geez.
especially at the beginning.
I got a crooked mouth, and it's not good. It's a
Well, maybe she just meant me.
yeah. Maybe, okay. All right.
Take
Thanks for
care.
watching.